Good morning. Good morning. I'm not sure what's going on with the link, but I hope you can hear me. Hope you can see me now. Hope you got me. All right. So welcome, welcome, welcome. Today is the it's Friday, and that means it's Friday, Friday, Friday. I picked that up from PK, my girlfriend. All right. So welcome to the Be Your Own Hero Show. I'm your host. I'm Sacred Rights, and I've always got to remember to say this most important part that I am learning how to do this despite a stroke. I'm learning how to do this despite a stroke. You know that I had a show before I had a stroke, and I did it seamlessly. And now I'm trying to catch up with myself. Catch up with myself. So I'm trying to catch up. Trying to catch up. So anyway, shout out to New Thought Media Network for allowing me the space and this opportunity to be here. And let's get started. Let's jump into it. We are going to have a guest today. Going to do that on Fridays. I hope we're going to do this on Fridays. So let's give a warm welcome to Ed Blunt. Here we go. Here we go.
Top of the morning to you. Can you hear me? I can't hear you.
Hope this works. Let me try it one more time. Add to stage.
Okay.
Okay. I don't know what's going on with this site today, but I'm having some difficulties. But we're glad you're here. Glad you're here.
We figured it out, brother. Top of the morning to you. How you feeling?
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. It's dark today. It's dark. So, for those of you wondering why I'm so dark, it's because it's dark outside. You know, because I usually use the sun as my stage light. So anyway, yeah, man. So how you doing, bro? How you doing?
I'm really pumped up and excited, brother. I've not been this really long time. So I'm on cloud 9 in phase 1.
Okay. So tell us. Well, first reintroduce yourself for those who might have missed you before, and then tell us what you're into.
Absolutely, my good sir. My name is Ed Blunt. I started off in the world of entertainment. I was an actor for over 10 years in New York City, doing a lot of theater, regional theater, off Broadway, film, television. And then while I was doing that, got introduced to the world of speaking through the master of motivation, the greatest speaker of all time, Mr. Les Brown. Became an apprentice with him while I was still performing on stage. And he really showed me that there were some other ways I could impact the planet through my own creativity and artistry. So I became a speaker. I started speaking for free, did about 100 of those. Then I started getting paid. Next thing I knew, I was speaking full time and doing that. And while I was speaking, I got introduced to entrepreneurialism. I didn't really understand or know much about business. I was just a speaker for hire. And learning entrepreneurialism, free enterprise, learned how to build a sales team, learned how to develop leaders, learned how to become a better leader myself. And that led me to a journey around the world, speaking in over 24 countries and building a sales team of over 140,000 people. I call it my training ground. It was really the foundation that prepared me for everything that's happening right now in my life. So that's just a quick tidbit of who I am.
Okay. Did I hear you say that you did 100 speaking engagements before you started getting paid?
That's correct.
Wow. That's impressive. That's impressive. So you were really committed to becoming a public speaker.
Absolutely, bro. I was going to the Salvation Army. I was going to rec centers. I was speaking in schools, junior high schools, my alma mater. Anybody that would allow me to come and speak, I was just doing it because I didn't really understand my own style, cadence, what was my message. You don't really know any of that. You may have this seed in yourself of wanting to be a communicator in front of other people for different reasons, but I didn't know until I got out there and started doing it what my message was, how I delivered it, and then how to really do it no matter the circumstance, no matter the situation. And so just doing that over and over and over again, it really honed my skills for sure.
Hmm. You mentioned your alma mater. You gave speech at your alma mater. Do you mean our
I'm
alma
talking
mater?
about high school. My high
Okay,
school.
all right. I was wondering. I was wondering. Those of you who don't know, Ed and I went to Morehouse together. So
Morehouse Brothers. Yes.
Morehouse brothers, Morehouse brothers. All right. So what have you been doing now? What have you been up to?
So it's interesting. I was just sharing I do a morning plank and I do it live. I'm just encouraging people to do a little something for their health and wellness. And I'm a big believer in just doing a plank because it's great for your core. But instead of just doing a plank, I always do teaching while I'm planking. And in this morning's lesson, it was about perseverance versus persistence. Perseverance is an act of the will, and persistence is simply an action. And when you have perseverance, you can endure. And I was reading, this was a while ago, a book. It was a quote from Robert Kiyosaki in Cash Flow Quadrant or Rich Dad Poor Dad, I can't remember which one. But he says that, listen, if you want to be an entrepreneur, you got to be willing to go for 10 years. You ain't making no money. And you have to
Wow.
have the same level of commitment and enthusiasm in year 10 as you did in year one. And it
Wow.
really struck me. And I thought to myself, that's a lot of pain. That's a lot of overcome.
Yeah.
And being in that space, my journey as an entrepreneur was a little bit different because when I started, I really started having success pretty quickly. So I never had to really go through those trials and tribulations. And it wasn't until I was having a lot of success that the rug got pulled from underneath that success. And I went from, like a lot to nothing. And I was like, well, wait a minute, this was not supposed to happen. I did what I was supposed to do. I did my job. I
Right.
put all pieces in place, but that's not how life works. You could do everything right and still end up on the wrong side of the equation. You could put in the extra hours in the gym and do all the extra shots, and you're still going to lose the championship. It doesn't always go your way. So over the last 5 years, I've been really just trying to figure out how am I going to best put my entrepreneurialism to use? Because once you understand that you're not psychologically fit to work for somebody else, it's impossible for you to ever do anything other than figure out how to be your own boss, to be an
Wow.
entrepreneur.
That's interesting.
And so I'm doing stuff in Forex. I did some stuff with startups. I helped a couple of startups. And then I got involved in the life insurance industry because it's very stable. It's been around forever. And so I'm learning all these skills and I'm selling. Okay. I'm doing better than most. I'm making income. I'm building a sales team, doing policies, but I'm not satisfied. It's not fulfilling, but it's what was available. And I just kept going back to that Robert Kiyosaki quote. Sometimes you're going to have to go through periods of time, seasons of your life where you don't have all the answers. You don't have it figured out. Like some of the people that are listening right now, they're absolutely going insane because it's been 3 months and they've been trying to get this idea off the ground and it hasn't happened yet. It's been 6 months and they haven't figured out how to get the ultimate, body that they want. They've been working out, but it's not showing. And I'm like, it's going to take, we don't know how long it's going to take. It could take 2 years, could take 12 months, could take 5 years. We don't know. What's important is that we show up every day with a good attitude, strong work ethic, and problem solving on our mind. Let's just figure it out. We're going to figure it out. Maybe it's not going to happen today, but I'm going to give today everything that I got. And if you give today everything that you got, those days will start to add up. And lo and behold, I didn't know this, that all of that pain that I was enduring and those obstacles I was overcoming and those problems I was solving, it was sending out a signal into the universe. That signal was going out.
Oh, wow.
And somebody received that signal. And at
Okay.
the receiver started coming closer to me and started to come into my orbit. And as it was in my orbit, that's when the pieces started to align and the phone number connected, and somebody gave me a phone call, and that
Mm.
phone call connected me to a leader in business, brilliant woman, incredible skills, ridiculous track record of success, and a lot of people that whose lives have been impacted around the world twice over. And we ended up on a conversation, and we had a phone call. And that phone call led to me being exposed to a level of nutraceuticals that I never, didn't know was even possible, didn't know that that was something that could be done. And I was like, I'm talking to myself out loud, like, all right, God, you're going to give me a layup, then I have to dunk it. Like, if you're going to give me the layup, that's
Right. You got it.
question. But the point is that I have been taking nutraceuticals, supplements for over 25 years. I've always been into health and fitness, and I've never seen anything quite like this. And I've never felt this good since being on these products. And it all started with a mentor, Mr. Les Brown, who gave me a phone call. He said, you got to talk to this woman. Her name is Kim Wee. Kim Wee is the superstar. We all three met in the middle of that conversation, and the rest has been history.
Wow. That sounds great. That sounds great. You got someone saying powerful truth right here. Yeah, powerful truth. And also, I wanted to sidebar. I know you did a sidebar, but did you say you got experience Forex? You started experiencing with Forex?
Yes, sir. I was.
Okay.
I built an educational sales team, and
Hmm.
so we were selling access to Forex education. Daily classes. Those 3 a.m. trading sessions. All of that. I did that and built an organization, and that was about I want to say a year and a half. And the reason that I started was because I understood the value of financial education. I know what the banks are doing with our money. Most people don't know that. So I was really excited to educate people in that space.
Right.
However, I'm not a trader. I don't enjoy trading. I didn't have fun doing it. And people that got involved, they might get lucky on a couple of trades. They may over leverage and come out on the winning edge, and they think that that's going to be normal. And so I just watched people again and again and again blow their accounts. And, layman's terms, they lost all their money because they got greedy. And I kept trying to explain to people, like, this is a 4 to 5 year process for you to even get competent in the skill. Just because you can make a lot of money in your first couple of months doesn't mean that you know what you're doing. So if you're not willing to have a student hat for the next 4 to 5 years, I can't really work with you because you're going to keep losing money. And that combination didn't work well for me. So that was my experience.
Yeah. We just started talking about Forex on this show, which is why I had to call that out. And so shout out to the people listening who have been experiencing with Forex, who've been thinking about it. Like Ed said, like, you've got to really study it. You've got to really embrace it. Like 4 or 5 years is being light. You got to really go into it. And so that's an interesting point.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
so you said that you started taking nutraceuticals?
Nutraceuticals, brother. So check this.
What that is.
So when you all go, if anybody's ever gone to the store, like myself, I've gone to Whole Foods, GNC, Vitamin Shop, you name it. I've been all up in there. Like, give me that, give me this, trying all kinds of stuff. And number one, over 80% of what's printed on the label is mislabeled. So you're not even getting what you think you're getting. Number two, the rate of absorption is usually between 8 and 10%. That's why people, you have certain friends that'll laugh at you like, oh, you're taking vitamins. That's expensive urine. You're just going to pee it out. Well, there's a lot of truth to that because the rate of absorption is not that high. I'll give you an example with collagen, because that's a big thing right now. People get these Botox shots, and now I got collagen. I'll just take the powder, I'll put it in a little drink, and I'll drink it. Well, the problem with that is that collagen in its molecular form is too big. It's like this, right? It's like a big snowball. And your cells are like this, like really, really minuscule. Your cells cannot absorb big snowballs. It doesn't work. So people drink collagen. The body's not absorbing it. So what our chemist did, Dr. Dan Gubler, he is a PhD chemist out of Caltech. and he's got 15 years in absorption. He photosynthesized the collagen and he shrunk it down into minuscule molecules, if you will. And so when you drink the collagen out of the pack, your cells are absorbing it. You know, our rate of absorption in our products, it starts at 30%, goes up to 95%. So we have one product, but it's 6 deliverables, right? So there's Vitality, which is foundational. There's Eternal, which is the antioxidant. There's the Immune for your gut health. There's the Collagen or Collagen, that's for your joints and your skin. There's the Purify, so that you're really doing a good job of getting out the toxins and fighting the free radicals. And then the Revive for your anti-inflammation. So that's great for recovery. So those are 6 deliverables, but it's really one product that affects the whole body.
Okay. Okay. So he made them smaller. So they're
He's a lab rat. So he created these products for ultimate absorption. That's why we've been having the success that we've been having with people sharing the effects that they've been experiencing since getting on these nutraceuticals. So it's been great, man. I've always been passionate about fitness. You and I went through a process when we were coming out of Morehouse that was incredibly intense. It was definitely transformational, to say the least. And I learned so much about myself in terms of all the self-imposed limitations that we put on ourselves. But it's not until you put yourself through something that's challenging that you learn about your body. And once I started learning about my body, I never let go of that. But having the right ingredients to put in your body, because think about this, for the listeners, if you go to any grocery store, do you all understand that there are things that are prominently placed on the shelves that are outlawed in most countries? Like, most countries won't even allow the stuff that we sell and give to ourselves and our kids. They don't even, it's banned.
Wow.
Like, that's how trash so much of the ingredients are. We also have soil depletion. So if you and I have a bowl of spinach in 1953, we're going to get all the iron that we need. Guess how many bowls we have to eat in 2007? Over 50.
What?
50 bowls to get the same
bowls.
iron content as one in 1953. So because of that, these products are really powerful, because we're addressing, it's organic, it's 100% plant-based, it's just food. It's really food. And so you're able to get everything that you need, because you're not going to be able to get it shopping in the produce section at Whole Foods, unfortunately.
Okay. Well, I just wanted to mention something, sidebar again. The process you spoke about was me and Ed. We embodied a what would you call a
rites of passage.
Rites of passage. We did that together. Yes. Shout out to the men of Kemet. All right. So I said that, and I want to point something out. You said it's food, right? So have anyone with my kind of problem been available to try this stuff? Because as for those of you who don't know, I had a stroke in February of last year, and I'm still fighting the effects. So is there anybody who has been involved in that kind of thing?
Yeah, the answer to your question is yes. One thing what I've been told, so I'll give you a real life example. One of my very good friends has been dealing with cancer treatments for the last 2 years. And so he was saying, he's like, I've got no energy, dude. Like, 3 hours a day I have to sleep. I got to take a 3-hour nap every day just to get through the day. And he's like, these meds are killing me. I said, okay, well, he's like, I want them. Like, send me, give me the products. He bought all the products that we had. He started taking them. Now, one of the things I advised him to do, and I don't know if he did it or not, I said, look, all the ingredients are right there. Excuse me. So if you have any questions about it, or any concerns about putting something in your body.
Oh, we lost.
Am I back?
We lost you for a second. Just repeat the last thing you said.
So I said to him, if you have any concerns or questions about taking our nutraceuticals in regards to what you're already taking. So
Oh, we lost your audio, Ed. We lost your audio. Lost your audio. You still with us? Still with us? We can see you. You see your lips moving, but your audio just dropped out for a second. All right. Well, while Ed is doing that, I'm gonna play this right quick. This is Fee King. This is Fee King. I was supposed to play this on Wednesday, but clearly it's past Wednesday now. It's Friday. But let me play this and give Ed a little minute to get his thing together. This is Fee's Fitness Over 40 Fit Tip. Here we go.
Welcome back to Wellness Wednesday. This is Fees Fitness Over 40 in conjunction with Be Your Own Hero, because within you is a hero that is waiting to be unleashed. Here is our tip of the day. Whether you're at home, whether you're at work in your office, whether you are, I don't know, maybe at the gym, running errands, this is a super duper easy, simple, non-impactful way to work your cardiovascular, to work your waist, to work your lats, that is your back, and to work on your flexibility. Extend your arms out laterally, rotate, bring your right arm to your left leg, left arm to the outside of your right leg. Look how much room. Wait a minute. What if you're outside? What if you're waiting for the kids who are playing soccer? What if you're waiting in line? These are super duper easy moves that you get to do to work your mind and your body daily. Because let me tell you something, there is no fitness if your finances aren't fit and alignment also, right?
All right. So that was Fee
Welcome back
King.
to Wellness
Let me
Wednesday.
and turn it off. So yeah, that's a cute little tip that you can do. Just turn your body left and right. I'm gonna try that out. I'm gonna try that out because I've been feeling like a little stiff in my back I've been running every day, Ed. I've been running every day. I've been running for the past 271 days. I've been running every day, at
Love
least some
that.
day. Huh?
I love that.
Yeah. All right. So anyway, we're back. We're back. Let's go, Ed. Let's go.
Yeah,
Oh,
man.
you got a question. You got a question.
No, but yeah, but to my friend that was dealing with the cancer treatments, he's been on the products, and in his second week, he told me, "Look, I just want you to know." He called me and said, I've taken literally 90 minutes worth of nap time for the entire week, and I've gotten more done in 2 weeks than I have in 2 years."
Wow. Yeah, that definitely appeals to me because I have to take a lot of naps. I mean, I can tell you how it feels to like always needing a nap, especially as a grown adult coming
Yeah,
from childhood. Like always needing a nap has been really challenging for me. So yeah, if it can help with that, I definitely need to check it out. I definitely need to check it out.
absolutely.
All right. So this Facebook user says, has the soil of your suppliers been independently tested to ensure that it has the needed minerals at the higher levels you are stating?
Great question. So our farm is in Thailand. Thailand is known as having some of the richest and most abundant soil on the planet. So that's one of the reasons that our facilities are based there. We're doing sourcing about 500 different plants that they're continuously going throughout the course of their evolution. Because Dr. Dan has a team. Okay, we have a scientific advisory board. I was able to meet with about 80% of them this past weekend in Anaheim. And so he was just sharing the process of testing, retesting, testing over time, constantly finding better ways to get these deliverables into the body. So that's a really great question.
Mm, okay. Okay. So how can someone like me get to sample these products? How can I get to see if it's going to reduce my sleepy time? My sleepy time.
Very simple. Just go to 2% Nation. It's all one word. 2%nation.3.earth. Now, actually, it's 2%nation.3 as in three small eyes .earth, and that'll take you directly to the site. You can look at each product. You can read the ingredients. You can read the origin story. It gives you the ability to, in your own time to go through that process. And if you see some stuff that you want, just simply order it.
Okay, I want to try to get this right. So the number 2, then percent.
So it's 2% nation. That's the word. It's all written out. T
Yeah.
capital TWO
TWO TWO
PERCENT, and then
CENT, and then
2%
what?
nation NATION
NATION
dot
dot
small I small I.
small I
So you got 3 small i's dot earth.
dot earth AARTH. Let me see if I can put this up. Let me put this up and see if we got it for everybody. Did we get it?
That
Is
is
that right?
it.
All right.
Right. That's fantastic. What is it? What is HTTPS or HTTP type, // but that's the link. And that allows you all to go in there and do what you do. Also, I usually will put, there's some stuff I put up on YouTube and social media as well. I'm going to do another video when you and I get off this call. I try to keep people abreast of what's happening, product wise, the experiences that I've been having, or I'll share somebody else's story. So if you guys have any questions, or you want, if you want to see like an audio visual thing, I got a couple of videos that I put up. Dr. Dan's got a video. Dr. Dan's got a big TikTok following, by the way.
Really?
He loves to geek out on this stuff, so he's easy to find as well on social media. But if you guys want to have a conversation with me directly, I'm at Ed Blunt on all social media platforms. That's EDBLUNT.
Okay. So let me just ask you, what's been the most fabulous story? Like, what have you gotten from this these these things? Like, you told us the guy who's getting sleep now, but what's another amazing story that you've gotten?
Well, there's so many stories. I've heard about people that have arthritic conditions, and they have had a significant decrease in the amount of pain and discomfort. I've heard of people, one of my teammates, her daughter has been habitually, runny nose, coughing, just kind of like for lack of a better word, a little sickly. And she got her daughter's 2, almost 2, got her on the immune and hasn't had any issues at all since getting her daughter on the immune. I've heard of, he had a vitamin B deficiency. His name is Brian Shaw, and he got on the Vitality, and that really made a difference for him, not having to take prescribed meds for his vitamin B deficiency, but the Vitality was able to help, fix that for him. And here's what's important for people to know. We don't go out and say, hey, we're making medical claims, or we're curing diseases. What we're doing is we're giving people access to what has always been the most natural form of healing that human beings have experienced, and that's eating the right foods. But when you synthesize those foods, you ramp up their ability to be ingested by the human mechanism. It's like what happens, in the Popeye cartoon when Popeye eats the spaghetti, he gets the big muscle, all of that. People are just having some very significant changes in their energy and their ability to move. Recovery, the Revive, the anti-inflammation is very big, because usually I can feel myself when I'm getting up in the morning after a workout, and I'm definitely not moving as fluidly. I got to warm up because I'm stiff and I'm tight, muscles are sore. But the Revive has alleviated so much of that when I was getting up, I realized that I was getting up and I wasn't feeling my body anymore. I was just getting up and going. And I was like, wait a minute, this is crazy. Like, I didn't even realize that had already taken place. This was within 48 hours of taking the Revive. So it's really, it's really powerful, man. Like, everybody has come back with a different story, but it's a story. Like, everybody's coming back with stories. So it's been great.
Okay, great. Well, check out Ed Blunt on social media. So spell it again for the people. Spell it.
Yeah. Yes. 2% Nation.
Your personal
My
Instagram.
handle is at Ed Blunt, right? That's EDBLU. It is on the screen, Ed Blunt. That's at Ed Blunt, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. I'm easy to find, track down. You can send me a message. I'll respond pretty quickly. I'm also on LinkedIn.
Okay. Thanks for being here. Remember that now is better than perfect. Now is better than perfect. And we'll see you guys next time. All right. Thanks, Ed. I'll see you later.
Thanks so much. All right.